Hello and welcome to Should I Buy Games? My name is Connor Evans and today I'll be discussing review scores. Specifically, why I review games the way I do. You may have noticed that my whole shtick is that I review games on a buy, don't buy rating scale. It's cut and dry and I hope that allows myself to stand out from the basic 10-point scale. Why do this though? What does a buy, don't buy rating scale bring to the table? Well, after years of obsessing over scores, I realized that these numbers mean nothing. A 7 on IGN means something completely different than a 7 on GameSpot or Polygon. Not to bash on those sites, the editors over there are fine people who I enjoy very much, but I can't say the same about their obtuse review scale. In school, we're taught that a 60% is teetering on a failure. It's a difficult pill to swallow when a game like The Division receives a 6.8 on IGN. The Division cannot simply be looked at as a failure. It's a solid game with flaws, but definitely not a failure. Yet you get the same feeling of getting a fat D+ on a paper when presented with a 6.8 for a game that you were so excited for. Most of the time, people just want to be justified in their purchase. You have your predetermined thoughts, and you want your months and months of excitement to pan out. With that in mind, the number only ends up making you more excited or crushing your dreams. So often do people scroll to the bottom, look at the number, and then go straight to the comments to complain. With my scale, I really hope that people are able to listen to my words and form their own decisions on whether it's worth the buy. My personal dislikes may be things that you can put up with, so when I give a list of reasons why I don't or do like a game, you have to take that information and interpret it through your own lens. I'm not a completely objective reviewer. This is my channel, so it's 100% my thoughts, which includes my bias. I like to give the objective facts followed by my subjective thoughts. I can tell you for a fact that Uncharted 3 is a third-person shooter with well-done characters, but I can't promise that everyone will think that the third-person shooting is great or the characters are likable. I can only be as honest as possible and hope I don't upset a majority of people. I hope this honesty shows through in my words, because without a bit of trust, my videos will begin to mean nothing. So how did I come to the idea of a buy, don't buy rating scale? Well, value is in the eyes of the beholder. A game that is $20 has to be looked at through a different lens than that of a $60 release. My review score isn't always a definitive buy, don't buy. It generally goes much deeper than that. It's often a buy if this, don't buy if that. For example, in my Uncharted The Nathan Drake Collection review, I say that this is a buy if you have never played the Uncharted series, but doesn't bring much to the table for veterans of the franchise. Another example is with Firewatch. If Firewatch was a mere $5 more, I would have given it a don't buy. This channel is all about saving you money, and getting burnt on a $15 game is drastically different than picking up a garbage $60 game. At the end of it, all I really do hope is for people to come to my reviews, listen to what I say, and be able to walk away and formulate their own opinions. I'm just a guy on the internet who loves video games with some thoughts and opinions, just like all of you. Now that my little rant is over, I have some exciting announcements. You may have noticed that I've taken the month off and content has come to a halt. I'm happy to say that I'll be back in full force with plenty of content in the month of April and beyond. Games like Dark Souls 3 and Ratchet & Clank are just around the corner, and we'll have full Should I Buy Games reviews and Let's Plays for you to enjoy. Along with that, I'm excited to unveil the Should I Buy Games Twitch channel. It will start streaming with the release of Uncharted 4: A Thief's End at midnight Eastern Time on May 10th. Uncharted 4 is my most anticipated game of the year, and I'm excited to experience it with all of you. You can go over to the twitch.tv/shouldIbuy_games to hit that follow button to be ready for the action. If you're not into that kind of thing, no worries. If I'm doing a walkthrough on Twitch, in due time it will be accessible in a playlist on this channel. Oh, and don't worry, of course there will be a Should I Buy Games review. I'm really excited for this one, so stay tuned. I've got plenty of content planned for the rest of the year, and I hope you stick around and go on this crazy, weird journey with me. From LEGO Star Wars Episode 7 to Final Fantasy 15, 2016 is shaping up to be one kick-ass year of gaming. With that in mind, remember, let Should I Buy Games waste money so you don't have to.